Greetings, friends. Justin here, WisconsinWX.com weather guy. We're talking about this winter storm snow event here for tonight into tomorrow for southern Wisconsin mainly. This is just the infographic here. I'll zoom in a little bit just to show you. Generally speaking, not so much in the north, more so in the south. I will also say I just went live on Facebook. I'm basically doing the same thing here as I did there. Just there, they had some live questions and stuff going on. So yep. So that's your context. We're going to zoom back out. My latest forecast looks like this. I've bounced around a little bit, generally staying within that 2 to 5 to 3 to 6 inch range. We'll look at the models shortly and go into why that is. As of 2:25 p.m. here on Friday, December 11th, 2020. Reflectivity showing here. This isn't precipitation type. This is just reflectivity. So I think, though, we're seeing snow now over in here with some rain continuing in here. It's the latest as of 2:25. I believe that's what's going on. So you're starting to see a change over to snow now. I do have a story up on the website for this event. So you can go there and get the text and latest information as of when I wrote it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with it like I have in the past, but just kind of to get you all guys on the same page there. Looking at some of the observations across the state right now, you're seeing 35 degrees Madison with snow, 35 Boscobel with snow. But that rain, there were some rain reports there earlier, now changing over to snow a little bit, as I mentioned. And the temperatures in Wisconsin are a little bit on the warm side for snow, so it's going to have to cool off a bit for that, showing you that temperature. And you're seeing the northerly, northeasterly winds there, kind of spiraling into the storm system on a regional scale. Pretty warm in Illinois and Indiana, and then Minnesota. Cooler, so Wisconsin in between, but still somewhat warmer. We'll go through this storm system in the greater detail. We've talked about it before. Nothing, I don't know. I mean, on a macro scale, nothing's really changed too much. But we'll just go into a little bit more detail, micro scale. And you're seeing that about now and this afternoon. So this is about now, and you're seeing the snow more so from Madison over to Boscobel, Perry to Sheen. So that makes sense. That seems to be checking out. And then as we go through this evening, kind of that first round that's mixed with rain and snow in the southeast. I don't think you're going to see much accumulation from that tonight. But tomorrow, it'll be somewhat what you would consider the main event. But first, I think around the midnight hour, so this is 06 to Z on Saturday, which is 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. 12 a.m. Central Time. Bit of a lull, a bit of a gap. So really, you're going to have this first part here on during tonight, and then a gap, a lull, and then probably the best chance for accumulating snow after 6 a.m. or around, starting there and then into the midday hours in southeast Wisconsin, generally from Madison over to Sheboygan area, generally speaking. Some of the models go really crazy with that. Wouldn't surprise me, but I like where we're sitting now with our forecast. And then by about, let's see, this is 6 p.m. on Saturday. It's totally out. So really the ending is probably closer to 2 or 3 p.m. in the far east. This is the GFS snowfall accumulation prediction Kuchera method, which is responsive to some of the melting that might be going on along the Wisconsin-Illinois border and along the Lake Michigan shoreline, specifically Kenosha area. You're going to have warmer temperatures there, so it's probably going to be hard for the snow to accumulate. Whereas temperatures might be a little bit cooler there, Madison towards, the Kettle Moraine State Park and that. But this is the GFS, and it's kind of not real crazy about this area. I mean, maybe 2 to 3. This is really low to me. This just seems to be somewhat of an outlier, so that's interesting. I mean, one reason not to go full bore with the higher end amounts is because you're seeing some of this weakness here. So I want to see what happens with that. Whereas it does have this bullseye here by the end of the storm, which is really, you're going to need quite a bit of snow to make that happen. But that's the GFS. This is the European. One thing to notice is that 10-to-1 ratio. So it's overdoing the snow amounts here. It's not considering that there's going to be some melting compression going on I think with the snow axis somewhat like that, this is probably too low in here. So, anyways, you're looking at it, the axis from the GFS. So this is the GFS here, and then you're looking over to the European. And I guess if you did the same method, you might get a pretty close to the same snowfall axis. For the heck of it, we did the short range model here, the NSSL model from this morning. This is the Kuchera method, and it is in that 3 to 6 inch range, which I like right now. Now you're looking at lower Michigan, the northern part of lower Michigan. You're seeing maybe a 6 to 10 inch zone in there, and that's why I've put that in there, because this seems to be more solid than anything going on in here as far as the higher end amount, 6 inch plus. So, and I'm not really treating it like a major storm. I'm treating it somewhat like a minor to moderate system, because we got enough to worry about. This really isn't that much of a big deal. Okay, but that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think. We're going to know a lot more by, obviously, tomorrow. Well, definitely by this time, because it'll be over. But tomorrow morning, as that snow develops and moves somewhat, like I'll show you, go back into this. How this evolves here will be kind of key. Right in here will be the key to the whole event, because here, I'll go here. You're seeing somewhat of a retrograding flow here. So it's moving out of the south and kind of almost moving back west a little bit in this zone. I'm not sure why my my cursor went really small on that drawing. So you see a little bit of that going on, and typically that brings heavy snow. But how long and where exactly, how much will I want to? So anyways, that's what I got. Pressure gradient also maybe a little windy, because if you go and take a look at I'm going to go find it right now, and I'm also going to remove my drawing. Now the winter weather advisory. Oh, that's the other part. There is a winter weather advisory until 6 p.m. Saturday, issued by the National Weather Service from Madison. It's from Dubuque to Madison up to Sheboygan, Manitowoc counties there. But and then the text on that is so the rain and snow will move into southern Wisconsin this afternoon. Precipitation will then change to all snow tonight through Saturday, with total accumulations of 2 to 5 inches. So they're down, they're a little bit lower, but they do mention locally higher amounts. I'm at 3 to 6, and yeah, maybe some locally higher amounts, but I'm not going to make a big deal of it. Northerly winds gusting as high as 35 mile per hour. So you could have some blowing and drifting tomorrow, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the snow is going to be that dry enough for the blowing, but we'll see. That's my update for today. I will be keeping an eye on all the weather going on in the world, mainly Wisconsin, and I'll let you know if anything pops up here, and if not, you probably won't hear from me until middle of next week. We're going to be heading to the Dells, so hopefully that'll be fun. All right, take care easy, guys. Talk to you later.